So for starters, for me, getting here was the first barrier. I'd been following SCEAP on Facebook for weeks and then seen the advert for the workshop. My daughter had booked it for me, and I'll be honest, I was terrified. I desperately wanted to come, but I'd not driven anywhere in over 2 years apart from to my mum's. My mental health and my anxiety had me frozen, and I really wanted to run away. At the end of the mindfulness that you did in the yurt, you asked us how we felt. I felt nothing, and I wanted what all the other guests had had. They were smiling, they were at peace, and I wanted that for myself. I have always helped others, but my anxiety stopped me doing things for myself. Before I came to SCEAP, I was surviving. I'd help others so I didn't have to look at myself or notice how I felt. I was lost, completely lost. I was ruining my body, running it into the ground. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping. I was worried how I would get help and how I would be better off without drugs and alcohol. I was massively vulnerable and I'd struggled for years with both. I really hated myself. I literally hated myself. I hated myself as a mother, and I didn't deserve anybody. I saw myself as a burden to my family, and I shouldn't be here. I believed I should commit suicide one day. I shouldn't be alive. I came to SCEAP and I thought, I don't want to live like that anymore. I thought to myself, now I'm sober, I can now commit suicide. I'd harmed myself many times. Since I was 27, I've drunk, I've used cannabis, and they were the reason that I woke up. If I had to go shopping, I'd use a joint. Everything I did was self-destructive. The drugs and the alcohol gave me the courage to do things like shop, make tea, even get up. I'd asked for help and I truly believed I would be fixed, but nothing ever happened. I was working at one point and would go to counselling one afternoon a week, and I believed they would help me, that they would understand and they're going to fix me. I'd leave feeling more upset than when I'd started, as they'd literally ticked their tick list and I felt no connection and no benefit. It wasn't right for me to be around. If I had to go to an appointment, I'd have to plan where to park, where the place was, how to get there, all the time feeling more and more anxious. At the time, it was Daisy, my horse, that kept me alive. My love of horses was everything. She has saved my life so many times. Having to sell her and not rent the field and have the caravan felt like the end of the world for me. I never thought I would ever touch a horse again. It meant so much. She was my safe place. Everyone knew I would be there. That's where you'd find me. It was so much safer than being out in the real world. So by coming here to SCEAP, after that first workshop, the depth of feeling and the quiet was overwhelming, and I didn't have to explain how I felt. The herd knew. It was the beginning of my healing. I'd pushed friends and family away and didn't know how I was going to maintain staying sober. I didn't register anywhere, I just got clean and sober. I felt heard for the first time. I've been to doctors, counsellors, everything, but felt they were just ticking off a piece of paper, not really listening. I'd get more tablets. That wasn't what I needed. The inside of me was screaming out for someone to notice what I felt. Then I came to the group. I've not just felt like I fit in, but I've made friends. It's my safe place. And then back to the workshop, I didn't feel the joy that the others seemed to, and it made me realise that's how I wanted to feel, like they did. That's why I come here. What's changed? me. I felt heard and I started to heal. It was a massive breakthrough for me because every day was a struggle not to drink. Being around the herd has literally brought me back to life. It's so beautiful. You've given the kids their mum back. You've given me my life back. I go to sleep thinking about SCEAP. I know if I'm struggling, I can bring those problems here. I don't have to pretend. I can be honest and admit to how I feel. Being with the horses, just seeing them, it's just such a breakthrough for me. It's a wonderful place and it's literally been a lifesaver. It's what I look forward to each week and it helps me get through the day-to-day struggles. So thank you.